What is up, SML? And we're back with an episode of the SML stock market. Now, some of y'all may not be familiar. We took a season off for recording. A lot of things going on in life. A little move. Work was busy. Had a little vacation here and there. So we're back at it with the SML stock market. And for those of you not familiar, we're talking about 3 up, 3 down in the SML. This could be anything. This could be off-season moves. This could be trades, free agency, just overall maybe random topic like chat conduct, mismanaged situations. Today, as we get into it, heading into a new season, once again, Prime is champion. Surprise, surprise. All right, we're going to generally talk about players who are up and down, maybe for the cycle, maybe for this season, throw in a couple of each. And then I got one extra topic. We're going to throw in a fourth on the down, just something I saw last year during games that needs to be addressed. And we'll end with that one. All right. So, getting into it. Up. We're going to start with the up. All right. First person who is up, the Mad Bomber. Man, he seems to have figured things out. Bomber has always been a good team builder. Now he's coming back-to-back Super Bowl appearances, won one, lost one, and guess what? I think the chances are very high of him being right back there. I think this Madden really plays into his lap. The running game is strong. You can have a strong rushing attack like you saw back in the day when he won his first Lombardi. That was with Nick Chubb, freight train, unstoppable. So he's got a great running back he can rely on, and he seems to have figured out defense. That is the key. You don't got to be the greatest defensive player. It's hard to play defense in this Madden. But all you have to do is just figure it out. Find a way. You get a couple stops, you're probably going to win the game. Because offense is really easy, especially if you can run the ball, and defense is a struggle. So first-person bomber, I think he's going to keep things rolling and just stay up. All right. The next one, Matt, the Eagles. And I'm not talking about him being up because of his gameplay or what he's going to do this season, because he doesn't play a style conducive to winning or trying to win, at least. He plays that Matt ball. It is what it is. We're going to get past that. But what is up with Matt is the glazing of prime. It's at an all-time high. Listen, there's a couple rules in SML some of you guys need to understand is, A, you don't trade with prime, and B, you just don't help prime. He doesn't need any more help. So here we have prime. He's stuck in cap HE double hockey sticks. He's cooked. He's going to have to – the super team, eventually it's going to fall apart. You saw a little bit last year. This year, he's really in trouble. What does Matt do? Hey, Prime, I'll take your tight end that you can hardly afford off your hands and give you a great younger tight end that's just as good and fast. We know abilities don't matter. So you got a tight end 4 years younger, just as fast, just as capable, and he saves money, most importantly. So he bailed him out. We can't do that. We can't help him. That is an all-time low that I've ever seen from no one other than the biggest prime glazer in the entire league. At this point, I think they might be negotiating for some eval points or something. Like, the way he sticks his neck out there is, man, have your own personality. Don't live vicariously through prime. Go after it. Get your own Lombardi. You're capable. You play good. You play great defense. If you play right on offense, you'd be pretty good. So Matt's up, but it's not for his gameplay. It's for absolute glazing prime out of cap atrocity. Anyway, let's move on. QP is the next one. Hey, I know QP struggled. I know he had a down year last year, but I just don't think the focus was there. I think at the end of the day, QP is still QP. He's still a competitor. He's still a guy with a ton of confidence, and I think it's been eating at him that, he's been struggling. Deep down inside, no matter what he says, it's eating at him. So I think, he got a little vacation, a little time away from Matt, a little refresh. I think he's going to come back strong and make a run this year. QP, I believe in you. You're the guy we need in the AFC to come out. We need a new blood. It's kind of been a Bomber Dan race. You're the guy. You're the guy that needs to put your name on the map and get to the Simbardi. All right, you versus someone not prime. I'd love to see that. And that's it for the up. All right, the uppity up. So now we're going down. All right, my first person. I hate to do it because I like this guy. He's grown on me a lot. I consider him a great friend. Gustavo, down. Man, last cycle he's looking like he could be the MBT, look like he can be one of the elites of the league, and now he cannot get it done. Just can't get it done in the playoffs. And guess what? We know. I'm not gonna straight up say he runs to easy division, but he'd favor easier path to the playoffs every year. We'll just put it like that. Well, guess what? Last year he looked good because he was on the NFC side, and there was nobody in the NFC, especially after I left. Nobody over there. I'm talking absolutely nobody. Everybody was in the AFC, so all he had to do, play his little weenie hut division, get to the playoffs, run through that easily because there's nobody in there, and win one game. And he did it a couple times. Well, this year, still got an easy division, still getting to the playoffs. I'm not going to say easy, but an average division. I'm not going to insult the other guys in that division. There's some decent players that can upset you, but you know how to play them, they might become easy anyway. But then he's got Prime on his side. He's got Hurts on this side. Myself, I'm heating up, coming back on this side. Just can't get it done. But I don't want you to take this as negative. I want to take this as challenge, Stable. Gustavo. Spend a little less time with a girlfriend. If she really loves you, she's not going to leave you. And get back there. Just do it. All right. Next, Dan. Dan's been talking a lot of crap in chat. Really been pounding his chest about the NFC, about Prime. But guess what? You haven't done anything. I think you're in danger of not winning a Simbardi this year. For the first time in how many cycles? I think you're in danger. You're in a bad spot. You haven't beat Prime. Even I've beat Prime. Something you haven't done. You're so good, so much better than the NFC. There's guys over here that are beating them. You can't get it done. So, just, questioning. Maybe a little too much talking, not enough focus over there from Dan. A great player. A guy that I think definitely knows the game, knows Madden. Has an absolutely loaded defense. I mean, seems to know how to play defense. If he says, after games, he calls out people's play calling. So, I mean, not many people know how to do that. So, you should be the one making it and winning. I mean, I think it's obviously not crazy to say that you can, but time's running out. A few seasons left. Will that streak continue? Only time will tell. The crazy thing is, someone from your division always wins a championship. That's kind of a history note for some of y'all to know. If you're in Dan's division, you usually win a Simbardi. I did it. KP did it this cycle. It happens every year. So we're only missing half of that equation. Dan and someone else. We're missing Dan. You guys know that. And lastly, a guy that I think is just going to have a little bit of a struggle this year. Great guy, great player, has had a great cycle. But I think Raider fan is going to be down this year, and here's why. His schedule is tough. All right, he starts off with Prime Week 1. He's got Eddie. He's got QP. And he's got Dan. He's got Woods. And then we got Damon. Skip a few weeks, you got KP. Then you got Tug. Then you got QP all in a row again. Then you got Straw, who's been playing pretty good. Skip a week, you got me. And you got Tug again. That is a gauntlet. There's no stretches where I'm like, I can relax. I can go. You know how you look at your schedule, like, okay, this is a tough stretch. Then it eases up. This don't ease up. All right, so I think you can. I think you can battle for a wild card because you can lose 9 games still a wild card. But hey, I don't think this is the year that you win the division. I just say that, and I think you're going to be in danger of not making the playoffs. So. I'm not saying I don't want you in the playoffs. I think you're a great player. Like I said, you've had a great cycle, but just prove me wrong. That's what it's all about. I'm putting it out there. I'm calling it. You're gonna have a down season. I hate it. It's just the way it goes. Sometimes it's Madden, and you got a tough schedule. Week 1 against Prime, so shock the world and beat Prime week 1, and I might change my mind. And lastly, the 4th down topic, something I've seen. I think it's been spoken about a little bit, but just overall league. Stop putting your best players as a returner. You don't see me putting Donovan Long back there to return. That's stupid. It's not sim. Risks injury. And I hope you do. If you do put him back there, I hope either you fumble every game or he gets hurt for the season for 27 weeks or whatever Gibbs got hurt for. I hope that happens. It's not sim. You don't see that in real life. It's not what the NFL has return specialists for a reason. We don't got Justin Jefferson back there returning kicks and Jamar Chase, and just doesn't happen. So let's be sim. Sim Madden League. Cut that shit out. That's it for this episode. We're going to be back this year with a few episodes. We're going to pick it back up. Prime said, we need guys making content, making videos. So here we are, stepping up to the call. As we always do. It's been dumb. It's been the stock market. Good luck to everybody in the upcoming season as we kick off tonight. Hopefully this is the best one yet. Let's finish out the cycle strong and show them why we are the best Madden League on the PS5, on the Xbox, in connected franchise. There's nobody better. Let's get it done. Peace.